a boy found 176,500-year-old relics in a cave that completely changed how we see Neanderthal. This all began when a small, young boy took his steps into the cave to explore such a huge secret. Explorers, as their normal day, decided to visit a cave when accidentally he fell into the tunnel, which was dark, damp and a narrow tunnel. The tunnel was full of glittery stalactites and mighty stalagmites. The environment over there made them feel that something was not right. Also, these kinds of places always have huge secrets to reveal. A 15-year-old boy named Bruno C. also tagged along with his father, detected breeze which was emerging from the rocks in the Aon Valley in the south of France, which didn't bother him much, but the little boy became a little too intrigued and started digging rocks, and it took him 3 years to clean the rubble. He remained positive, hoping one day he could reveal the secret of the breeze. In February 1990, he had succeeded in his task by digging a passage which was almost 100 feet long. Soon members of Sikh and archaeologists were the first one to step in the tunnel to explore further to what lay beyond. They witnessed a huge cave within, where there were signs of bears and other animal bones, but nothing was recent then. About 1,100 feet in, though the cave had a key opening into a chamber, the members saw beautiful stalactites hanging above in the ceiling, and the stalagmites left them speechless. Near their foot, it seemed like several stalagmites were intentionally broken, which were later arranged like rings. Evidence of fire and piles of burnt bones were discovered too. There was no doubt that these activities had been done by humans, since the entrance was sealed by an ancient rock slide. It must have been shut and left abandoned for a long period of time. Finally, Chelulesevsky discovered after thousands of years, and an archaeologist was contacted soon, named Frank Oiso. As his journey began into cave, and he commenced with his research, many discoveries started emerging. Summing up around 400, pieces of broken stalagmites were arranged, forming two loose circles. One was large, measuring 20 feet in diameter, and the other, smaller one, measuring around 6.5 feet wide. Moreover, there were 4 more piles of stalagmites. Half of them were placed in the interior, while half in the exterior. The traces of burnt fire around it made it evident that the structure was combined and built by humans. But this was just the beginning of the secrets that were getting revealed. Ratso had decided to send a burnt, bare bone to lab for further discovery, and the results left everyone in great astonishment. By the method of carbon dating, it was found that the bone was 47,600 years old, which automatically made the stalagmites pieces far more ancient than any cave art. Yet still the most incredible discovery was waiting to get announced. The discovery also indicated that this couldn't have been done by Homo sapiens, but by the people that resided even before them in the south of France, Neanderthals. Sadly, Rosso didn't survive further to see complete his research. He suffered from a cardiac arrest, and the mission was neglected and put on hold for long, until recently when Dr. Sophie Verheiden, a paleoclimatologist from the Royal Belgian Institute, decided to take a trip in the same region. She had an idea about the stalagmites, research done previously, and was intrigued. To continue the mission, she called upon experts and assembled a team. Jacques Chaubert, a stalagmite expert, and Dominique Jundy, an archaeologist, joined her soon. They began the research in 2013. They started with extracting from the stalagmite stumps, instead of going further with the bone research. They measured the uranium content present in them. Before and after the break, the team could accurately tell when each stalagmite had been snapped for construction. The conclusion came down to 176,500 years old. When I announced the age to Jacques, he asked me to repeat it, because it was so incredible, says Verheiden. This made it clear that this was a work of people named Neanderthals, as there was no other harmony in that region. At that time, why was these structures built? What was the cause and purpose behind it? When you see such a structure so far into the cave, you think of something cultural or religious. But that's not proven, said Verheiden. No one really knows what they were built for, other than just mere simple assumptions. It seems like they were far more capable than us. and inferior in some important ways. The new findings have ushered a transformation of the Neanderthal from a knuckle-dragging savage, rightfully defeated in an evolutionary contest, to a distant cousin that holds clues to our identity, wrote Lydia Pine in Nautilus.